through the checkpoint 11, 12, and 13. And you can see what I've written here. So basically, you're going to be multiplying the 2.3 times the 1.8 and getting 4.14, and then multiplying the 10 to the third times 10 to the minus 5 and adding those exponents and getting 10 to the minus 2. Now, this is already in scientific notation because you just have one decimal to the left of the decimal. So it's already set. You don't have to do any adjusting. So that's nice. All right, on 12, you're going to have 5.2 times 10 to the third divided by 1.3 times 10 to the first. Again, you're going to take your calculator and divide out this part and get 4, and then you're going to do the exponent rules for division on this part. So 10 to the third divided by 10 to the first is 3 minus 1, so that's 10 to the second power. And again, you have your decimal right here, so it doesn't, you have your one digit to the left of the decimal, so you don't have any adjusting to do, so that's nice. So they're babying you a little bit here. All right, on 13, okay, you're going to take this number that's in scientific notations, 5 times 10 to the negative fourth power, and the whole thing is getting squared. So that means this gets multiplied to itself and this gets multiplied to itself. And so 5 squared, here it is, and that becomes 25. And then 10 to the negative fourth times 10 to the negative fourth, it's going to end up giving you 10 to the negative 8. All right, so now this is 25 times 10 to the negative 8. Your decimal is right here. Now you get 2 places to the left. And so you're going to have to move this one. So you're taking this bigger number, you're making it smaller by moving the decimal here. So that means you got to make this exponent bigger by adding 1 to it. So this becomes 2.5 times 10 to the negative 7 power. All right, let's take a look at the next page here. On the top of page 471. Let's read the top of the page there. It says, many calculators automatically use scientific notation to display large or small numbers. Try multiplying, what is this, 98,900,000 by 500 on the calculator. If the calculator follows standard procedures, it will display the product using scientific notation. Now, it's not going to look like that in the book because you've got the TI, but go ahead and put this in. So it's 98,900, okay, and then 3 more zeros times 500, okay, and press enter. All right, you're going to get something that looks like this. It's 4.945 E10. Okay, so this is their way of doing scientific notation. This E is their way of saying times 10. Raised to an exponent of 10 is really what this is. So this E is really saying times 10, and then this is the exponent that goes here. So this is really how to read this, okay? So it's not going to look like that in the little blue box. It's going to look, and also you're going to see a little EE key at the top where you can hit second EE. So if you wanted to put something in scientific notation, you can. So let's do that for example 4. So example 4, that's what that's about. They're saying use your calculator to put this in the calculator. 7.48. It's times 10, but you're going to be hitting that little EE key to the 7th power, and you're going to multiply that times, or you could even put the little times button thing if you want, the little X for times, 2.4 times 10 to the 9th. Okay, so in your calculator, you're going to hit 7.48. That little second function, EE, look at the 7 button, and then look above that, that's the comma, and look above that, that's the EE, that's the second function of that little comma. So you're going to hit that blue second button, and then EE, and then you're going to put -7. So that's like saying times 10 to the -7 power. Now hit the times button, so you don't actually have to do parentheses on these. And then hit 2.4. You're going to do that EE button again. So it's second EE, which is really times 10 to the 9th power. Press enter. What do you get? Now, it is giving it to you back in decimal, although you can change that by hitting the math button and see where it says math at the top, and then it says number. Go arrow over to that. No, where is it? Oh, math. Okay, it's not where I thought it was. Okay, it's actually mode. Hit mode, and you see it says normal, scientific, engineering, scientific notation there at the very top, if you press that and make that black, then and then second quit to go back out to your screen, and it will take that number 1795.2 and convert it to scientific notation, which is 1.7952. It says E, which means times 10 to the third power. So then it converts it to that. So you can always do everything in scientific notation if you want to. I'm not sure what engineering is off the top of my head. I always thought engineering was scientific notation, but I guess it's something else. So you can always go back and forth on that. So, and just hitting the mode and changing back to normal, or if you want to go to scientific notation, selecting that as your option. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and maybe we'll talk through the checkpoint here. And just do that together real quick. It says, use a calculator to perform the indicated operation. You're going to take 5.1 and you're going to multiply that 5.1. Here we go. This is number 14. Okay, 5.1. Why don't you pause the video and do this real quick yourself and then come back and see if you got the answer right. All right. If you have finished and now you're coming back, I am working this out. 5.1, I'm going to multiply 5.1 times 0.8. And I end up with 4.08. And now I'm going to use my powers to multiply these. And I end up with times 10 to the negative 2 power. And actually, here they want you to do the whole thing. I'm not doing it right. But you type in this whole thing as scientific notation with the EE key and then do it. All right, so 15. Okay, so 8.9, second EE. This is to the 0 power. And I'm going to divide that by 6.4, second EE, to the negative 5 power. Make sure you hit the negative sign and not the minus sign for the operation, but the negative sign that's below the 3. And press enter, and you're going to end up with this number that's in decimal, 1,300. Whoops, no, I think I like this. Okay, it's 139,062.5. So here we go. So that's the number. And then if I want it in scientific notation, I put 1.390625, although you probably don't need to carry that many digits, times. So how many places did I move this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, like that. All right, and now number 16. Okay, you're going to put, you're going to hit 1.5. You're going to hit second EE. You're going to put that power of 6. Then you're going to hit the little caret to raise everything to the negative 1 power. And what do you get? You get some ridiculous number like 6.6, repeating, times 10 to the negative 7 power. Okay, and if I were going to write that in decimal form, I'd have to take and move this. I'd have here's my 6. I'm going to move that back, all the way, whatever, 6, whatever, 7 places. Okay, and I've got a phone call here, so I'll be right back with you.